All right, cool. Now, share, copy link.
I'm doing my hair.
You're live. Live from Saturday Night Live. All right, is that good? Or it seems like it's a little... Is that good? You want to sit up? It seems like it's a little crooked.
It's good. It's totally good. Oh, no. Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
So you're good with that? You want to sit up?
Right.
No?
I'm fine.
All right. Okay, so now...
You need to change her name because her name is not Jill on your text because then you're going to accidentally call her Jill.
Yes. Patrons only, not charged. Okay. No one's on. It does seem like it's not quite straight, huh? No.
It's totally fine.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we have that there. Insiders. Live stream link here.
Like a flathead.
Close that. Oh, and then I have to go to the link. Because that's how we're going to look at the comments.
Yeah.
How we're going to look at the comments. Oh, we got to turn that on mute.
Oh, okay.
So it doesn't have an internet.
Oh, one watching now.
Oh, that's us.
Oh, that's us.
See,
Okay.
watch.
Hi, us.
Comment here. See, watch. So we'll just keep an eye out for that. All right, that's pretty good. This is a really good system because I think that's a better camera and a better mic.
Yeah.
And it's more portable. And this is better for reading comments. All right, let's see how this is going to show up.
You should do it with like an empty can.
So can I say, like, let me ask you, is this getting old? When?
Yes.
That's so funny. Oh, you know what?
What? What?
It just occurred to me that this is all going to be on the pre-recorded. Now you have the insight. What a waste of time, though.
Yeah.
All right?
Well, just... Oh, you can't start over. Just
No.
this link.
Darn it.
Oh, well. We're prepared.
Mm-hmm. All right, so it's 6:26. You want to review what we're going to talk about?
We have nothing to talk about. We just have an idea. I am bringing this because... I'm just joking when I say we have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
But I'm just bringing this because I wanted to write things down that people
we made
say.
our notes.
I know, I have them.
Okay.
Cold weather, what to do, what we're doing when we're home, laundry and clothes.
Mm-hmm. I hope I can edit it. I think what I can do is not, because I've already posted the unlisted link, but I think what I can do is I could take it and then just trim the beginning and then post it.
Mm-hmm.
So that people don't have to go through the, what are we at, 4 minutes of nonsense?
Mm-hmm.
So will it tell me on Facebook?
No, I haven't
He
hit,
hasn't
I haven't
hit
hit the
it.
button yet.
Oh, so when you do, it'll tell me on Facebook?
Yeah, but we were just discussing that it's recording right now
Mm-hmm.
because we're on early to make sure everything's working.
Uh-huh.
So we've got like 6 minutes of nonsense before the actual thing starts.
Oh, well, let's give him some dirt.
Yes.
If only there was any.
I can tell a lot about you, Mark.
How long he had his binky?
Yeah. Caleb said to me, I was saying something to him, and he goes, see these 3 little lines on my pinky finger? I know you love them.
What?
Oh, there's wine. You want to have some wine?
Oh.
Do you want to have wine or no wine?
I don't want to drink wine while I'm.
No. I don't want to get stuffy like I did last night.
Yeah. I mean, I want to drink the wine. I just don't want to be like, cheers, cheers. It's like, then I have to manage that.
Okay. All right, so it's 6:28.
Okay, we do it. Manager time. Okay.
Okay.
So,
7:30.
like 20
1
on
hour.
this,
1
20 on this. Yeah, 1 hour. Let's set a.
Well, that's kind of a long time though for everyone else.
So, 45 minutes.
I think a half hour is a lot of time, but I know that
Okay.
they tend to go by really fast.
Okay, so half an hour.
I mean, just to be courteous of some of the people that are going to be watching it on the replay. Like, who wants to watch an hour on a replay? Live
Right.
is like seemingly
Fun.
fine, but
Yeah.
it's so boring. All right, 6:30. So let me hit post. Publish now. And insiders post.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good. Want to make sure it's the right group. Okay. Ends in TK. TK. Good. Oh, 3. There we go.
Hey!
All right.
We just
Chelsea's
have to
in.
see Melissa.
Rena, Melissa.
Hey, hey.
Awesome. Welcome, Chelsea. Super new.
Very cool.
Yeah.
It's so great to have you guys
I
here.
know. I know.
Very cool. Hi
Awesome.
guys. Hi Renee.
Oh, this is such a better system that we have. Now we have to stop looking over there
Yeah.
and stuff at the comments. This is such a better system than we had worked on. A big thanks to Dean, by the way, because we
Oh
were
my gosh. Dean.
figuring out how to do the live stream, and there was some crazy hissing noise, and then we couldn't figure it out. So now we have a mobile, my phone. We're talking to our phone, and my computer's over here for the comments.
It wasn't just a hissing noise. It was like screeching dolphin level.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
terrible.
Yes, yes.
So anyway, we couldn't put you through that. So anyway, so we got this all worked out. Okay, Fred, Chelsea,
On board.
Dean. Hey there, Dean. We were just talking about you, how awesome you are. Thank you for all your help, team.
Yep.
Okay, let's see, Sam. This is cool. Okay, so is this going to go from up or down? Oh, Mike, Joseph,
Yep.
Monica,
Hey, congratulations, Joseph, on the new rig. Super cool.
Terry, Ralphie. Woohoo! From Montreal. Now, do you say Montreal or do you say Montreal?
It's funny. I
That is the question.
emailed Ralph and I said, I'm surprised you even joined after how I butchered Montreal for all that time, right? I hope you know I was just kidding, but I
No,
did.
We were trying to make
Well,
sure
I know, but
that we
I
were,
kind of
you know,
exaggerated it
yes,
for
yes,
the humor, but
yes.
yeah.
Yes, that's true. Okay, Sherry, Jason, Adam, Terry. Oh, cool.
Chris just swung by yesterday to Cave Creek to say hi, so that was fun.
Yes, that was super cool. Okay, Chris was checking out sites and all of that, and we got to hook up and say hi really quick.
Mm-hmm.
You guys set the bar.
In terms of what?
Everything.
Yeah.
How to like scope a site.
They came by Cave Creek to go check it out so that they could pre-scope it for coming out
a later date.
Well, a later date, like next year, you know. And they're like, you know where you're staying in Denver? Or like, no, we're
That's
leaving in like 4 days.
2 days. I don't know. So anyway, okay, let's see. Patrick, Anthony, Philip, Jeff. Wow, this is super cool.
All right, so now as everyone else comes back on board, here's our plan. We were hoping to keep it to a half hour just to kind of respect everyone's time, particularly on the replay. And we have 3 designated topics that we wanted to talk about.
Numero uno topic is winter camping.
Winter camping, which we're not experts yet, but we have learned a lot, and we did a lot of research and that kind of stuff, and I do have some things to share.
Talking about the difference between winterizing and getting it winter ready.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Because there was some confusion there.
Yeah.
And then what we do, there's a lot of questions about what happens when we come back to Arizona.
Yeah, everyone's like, what's it like to be in your house? And we're like, we're not. This is, like right now we're over at my mom's house.
Yes. So we wanted to, answer anybody's questions about what we do. Oh, hello, Caleb Leach.
Hello.
There's Caleb Leach. And then our final question is about laundry, because we get all kinds of questions about not only laundry, but clothing, like what to bring, all that kind of
Clothing
stuff.
and laundry. And so those are our 3 designated, now how are we going to keep up with the comments? Those are our 3 designated topics, and then we thought we would answer any other comments that we have. Oh, I can see comments up there, so that's kind of cool.
Okay, so say your hellos, because we are trying to respect everyone's time and keep this to 30 minutes.
Hello.
So we're going to answer questions and we're going to move on.
I'm just going to be the guy sitting here.
That's never happened in his
the
life.
awkward guy in the background.
No, that's never happened.
That laughs at non-funny jokes.
Hello from Michigan.
Hi, Caleb. Terry says hi, Caleb.
Hello.
I could literally just spend a half hour just
Caleb,
looking
say
like, hi.
Say hi, Ivy.
Hi.
Say hi, Ivy.
Hi, Ivy. Hello.
Hello.
All right, let's start with the first question to get things kicked off. All right, here's my question. When is this going to get old?
No, I'm just kidding. Marcus
No.
had all kinds of patience
I love
with my
this
tiny
thing.
hands.
I love this
I
thing.
know.
I'm 12. Turning 13 in 2 months.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
It's old, David. Come on. It's old. What do you mean it's old? Love this thing.
Never. You got to never, and you got to
Okay,
now.
good,
I think I'm
good.
on David's
Now,
side, but you
never,
know what?
Never.
Live it out,
We'll
Mark.
see.
Live it out.
Wait, just wait until there's an episode with the tiny hands and the giant fists. That is going to be a good episode. All right, but in the meantime, I'm going to get rid of that.
Okay,
All right.
so let's kick this off with the difference between winterizing and winter ready, because you've learned a lot.
Okay, so here's what I learned about some winter camping. And by the way, there are insiders that are posting pictures of like -3 degrees and whatnot, and we have not been in that situation yet.
No.
But let me share with you the first thing I got that I'm really excited about, and I love that you guys get to see everything first, and then like there's a video about it. Look at this thing right here. This was $56 on Amazon, and it has 3 little temperature gauges. So, look at this. This is a sensor right here, which I'm going to put underneath the rig. This is a sensor right here, which I'm going to put outside the rig. And this is a sensor right here, which I figured I would put...
Weren't we going to put it inside one of the compartments?
Oh, yes, we were going to put it in the air, like the utility compartment right here. Okay, so those are 3 sensors. And then this little guy right here shows the temperature with them all separated inside the trailer. So here was my thought. I needed to know, there we go right here. I needed to know what the temperature was like outside, in by the water tanks, and out by where the water comes into the rig. And I thought that this is like a perfect way, because when it was 12 degrees in Flagstaff, what I did is I cut a hole under Ginger, and I put this up in there, and then I just covered the hole back up, and it was 34 degrees here when it was 12 degrees outside. And that was
really important to know.
Yeah, super important to know. And so then what I did is I changed the thermostat to go from, I think we had it at like 65. I brought the thermostat up, and I wanted to see how long it would take to bring it from 34 degrees to 40 degrees when I turned the thermostat on. So I was able to play around with those settings. So I got this one so that I can permanently mount this in the belly and in either the nose or the utility and whatnot. So
but you can see that winterizing is totally different than winter ready, because winter ready is so that you can bring your rig and go have fun in the winter, because so many people do. I love seeing all the pictures with snow on top of people's rigs. And so this is one of the huge things, is maintaining temperature, because we were getting all roasty and toasty inside with space heaters. And I know you want to talk about space heaters.
Okay, so
and our possible tanks could be freezing.
Yeah, so let me talk about space heaters. So what we did is we took an extension cord from the
This is
panel.
like RV hacking.
Yeah,
101.
from the panel outside, the electrical panel, and I brought the extension cord up through the slide, and then that's what we plugged in both space heaters into, because your rig probably isn't suited to have 2 space heaters plus like the coffee maker and everything else running.
Yeah,
so,
I turned the coffee maker on and the space heater.
Yeah. So now we just run the space heaters directly into the panel, which has been working great. But here's the little lesson I learned. I put the space heater in the kitchen, and it was facing the thermostat at night. And so what it was is it was making the thermostat never kicked on. So it got super cold outside, but the thermostat never kicked on, which of course the thermostat heats the belly. So that was a big lesson learned, to make sure if you're using space heaters, keep the space heaters away from your thermostat so that your thermostat continues to kick on.
I just love Anthony. He's like, ha, it's
Yeah,
summer down here in
I know.
New Zealand.
I
But
know.
Chris also said that they have the same temperature gauge
Yeah.
situation that you have. And then a DL, maybe Mark, you know who DL is, but DL, negative 24.
Negative 24.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But, you know, it might be in Canada.
Oh, so is that, no, that wouldn't be Celsius.
The other thing I like about these is it has the little deal right here. And so when I have this thing plugged outside, I can see what temperature it is, which is pretty nice. I don't have to go use this little thing. So how do you decide who sits on each other's seats in the truck?
Tori,
can I-
okay, go ahead.
All right. So here's how it rolls.
What, that's going to fall.
Alright.
Here, I'll hold it for you.
No, okay, fine. Don't
Alright.
drink any of my beer straight
Alright.
from the roof.
Okay.
All right. So here's what usually happens. So I get in with Carson,
Half hour, bud.
and it's usually we trade off seats, and then if we want to sit in Tori's seat, we'll sit in. And she'll be like, let me just get into character. Oh my God!
all right.
Too much. Okay,
That's
but
what it's like.
it's not too far off. She has a designated spot, and her spot is by the window. It's behind me, and that is her spot, and nobody touches it. So anyway, it was.
Okay, so are we
yeah.
going through British Columbia on the way to Alaska? Well, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
But do we know what the plan is? No.
No.
We went to Google Maps and we typed in Alaska from Scottsdale, and wow, it was really far. And we found out that the shortest way is actually through Banff, actually like straight up through Scottsdale, inside interior California, up through Idaho, Banff, and straight over. But we really feel like we completely missed Washington on this last season, and because we were in a hurry because of 4th of July. So
we missed Washington and Jasper,
So we kind of feel, well, yeah,
but that's not
yeah.
British Columbia.
So we're kind of feeling the draw to go back and take care of some unfinished business in Washington, and plus we know there's so many KYD insiders in Washington, so that's kind of a draw to go do a meetup up there. So anyway, that's that.
Yes,
so now we're
but-
handling our 3 big topics, and we're handling little topics in between. I think Rena asked when she first came on, or actually I think she mentioned this on Patreon. Are we doing a meetup in Denver? Yes. That was stated. Where are we going to do the meetup? We don't know yet, but we want to find some super cool, casual, IPA place to go.
Yeah,
have a
somewhere
meetup.
where you can play pool or do
Yeah.
something while everybody's chatting and getting drinks. So,
Yeah.
Okay, so winterizing versus winter ready.
Yeah.
What else? We installed a skirt, an RV skirt, and we cannot wait to share that with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, we have an
And-
RV skirt, but we didn't use it because it wasn't that cold, but we plan to use it
In
when
Monument Valley and Utah, we did not use
I
it.
want to have a picture of the rig completely covered in snow. I want feet of I want the thing to be buried in snow.
Yes.
And then that's when we're going to kick off our RVing winter video, which we're preparing for.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to that as well. We're also installing an RV, a slide topper.
Ooh, yeah, Wednesday we're putting in a Carefree of Colorado RV slide topper to avoid any of the snow from resting on the actual slide.
You know,
which is
because
pretty
then
cool.
when you're heating the rig and then the snow is getting warm and then it's melting in, that would not be good. Not be good.
Edward asked if we installed a heating pad for our holding tanks. No, we didn't.
Technically, we're 4 season.
Yeah,
and
but
so, but it's
that just
that's
doesn't matter
kind of
much.
ridiculous.
I don't know. That would be a good idea.
That would be a good
I don't
idea.
think Trish won't let me do any more upgrades to Ginger.
Sorry, I love ginger.
So, and I don't think we're going to be in the cold weather that long to have to need it, because we can just turn the furnace on and the furnace will heat up the tanks. So I don't think we're going to do that. Caleb,
This is
wait, hold on, Mike. Give Mike's son Grant a thumbs up, bro.
Okay.
He's 9-year-old and wants his own YouTube channel.
Oh, he does. Nice. You got to get
Are
started.
you guys
That's
still
gonna be
planning on going to
awesome.
Breckenridge next week, Jason? Yes. Let's think about this. We're leaving Tuesday. We're going to Prescott. We're going to install the slide topper with Jared Gillis with more Less House, More Living. And he also has a new channel called All About RVs. So we're going to work together on installing that there. And then we're going to head through Grand Junction and Rifle.
But I heard there's a town right outside of Grand Junction on the Colorado side that's obviously the vineyards are closed right now, but it seems to be a smaller, little quainter town. So I don't know. So Grand Junction, and
Grand
then
Junction,
over,
Rifle, and then Breckenridge. We'd like to stay a week to 10 days in Breckenridge, and I
only
think
because it's a landing spot. I mean, how many things are over there?
we're hoping to stay at Tiger Run if we can get room. I reached out to a dog sledding company in Leadville, and we're hoping to go dog sledding, which I think would be fun. We'd love to do like snowshoeing. So we want to do a lot in Breckenridge.
Then you gave us the idea for Keystone and Beaver Creek versus what is happening, Caleb?
No, just don't worry about it. You
No,
go-
I'm
you go.
just reading the
So-
Gotta
comments.
multitask.
We're multitasking. So anyway,
Ooh, that's a good point, Chris, on the slide topper.
Beaver Creek is amazing. What was it? Breckenridge. Breckenridge is amazing but busy. So on the other hand, you have Keystone and Beaver Creek. So we thank you for that tip so that we can go figure that out.
Okay, Derek. I think Derek sent a bunch of information on Alaska.
Oh,
so
Derek. Oh
yeah.
my gosh. Yes,
Yeah.
and you sent it to me and we're going to go over it.
no, that's Colorado you're thinking, but it's been a while. It's been some time. So you have lived in the desert too long, my friend. This is Steve. Yeah, exactly. All right, so I could literally just sit here and read comments. I swear I could. It's this is
Well, okay, so is there anything that you want to know about winter ready? Because we have not winterized, so we're not experts in that.
in terms of winter ready. I do when it's super cold. I do put a little antifreeze down the toilet and down the sinks just to make sure there's some antifreeze that's sitting in those tanks at night. But like I said, with the furnace running, it can keep everything warm, and we're only in those temperatures for a week or two at a time.
Well, and our friends, the Westbys, just came down to visit us, and they were pulling their Airstream, and their rig was completely frozen by the time they came.
Well, and I
down.
talked to another guy at Carefree named Tony, and I'll tell you the story because it's pretty funny. So he's got this really cool bike rack set up on his truck, and I'm passing it, and I think I should talk to this guy about his bike rack because that looks really cool, and I should see what he did because it looked a little bit better than what I had set up on the last truck. So I pull over, I come out, and he looks up at me and he says, "You don't know me, but I know you." And I said, "Well, I'm here to talk to you about your bike racks." He says, "The only reason I have these bike racks is because you did a video on doing these bike racks," and it was really funny. Anyway, he did a much better job than I did about this. But he also has an Airstream, and he was coming down from Ontario, and his tanks completely froze while driving.
Yeah.
So they're leaving their furnace on while they're driving.
Which technically you're not supposed to do.
Well, you're not even supposed to leave your propane tanks on
Yeah,
while
I
driving,
just
but
want to
everyone
put that
does.
out there. I just want to put that out
Are we
there.
doing Alaska?
Yeah.
Because they're going to do Alaska in 2019.
Who?
Woo!
You gotta keep up with the names.
Okay, sorry.
No, don't do that.
All right, you can scroll up though.
Oh, that's so exciting right here. It's in 2019. That's fantastic. Okay, Kelly.
Well, by
Griffin-
then the videos will be out.
Okay, wait. Kelly Griffin is talking about something. It's scrolling up here. Make sure you go to Vail while you're in Breckenridge. Beautiful. Oh,
Okay.
well, I cannot wait to see these winter towns.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So I guess in Beaver Creek they're having a whole chef taste week from the 15th to the 22nd or something like that. So not only is there snow, but there's all kinds of activities in the beautiful town. So we can't wait to share that with you.
So David asked if we use a heated hose. That's a good question. So we do not use a heated hose because the reviews on the Camco heated hose did not seem good enough. It seemed like it was problematic, and I didn't want to be in a situation where I thought I had a heated hose working and it really wasn't working. So what we've been doing is we have the heat tape and we have the foam insulation. And I figured that when we're at a site for longer than like a week, I'll just go and I'll just wrap that up and heat the hose myself. When we're in a situation where we're somewhere for only a few days, what we've been doing is we've been filling up the fresh water about halfway. It has room to expand. But I've done some tests. It would need to be really cold outside in order for that to do it, and then then the furnaces would be on. So I'm not too worried about it. So I have about half the tank full of fresh water, and then after dinner, I disconnect the hose. This was Trisha's idea because I'm like, what am I going to do? Where am I going to put this hose?
It's like holding it. I don't know what to do with
And she
this.
says, put it in the bathtub. I'm like, that's a great idea. So I put the hose in the bathtub overnight, and then
Because even if you take the water out, let's just bring this down to ground level. Because if you've never been in the cold with all of your RV, you don't know what's going on. You're like, we were defrosting our hose with dryers.
Yeah.
Steven asked,
Okay.
what is a
16.
heated hose?
So
okay. We'll get to that.
Anyway, so even if you don't have any water in that hose, there's leftover, and it could cause
And then it
a
still
problem.
cracks and it still
Still
creates
cracks.
issues.
So
What
we've just been bringing it in.
what Camco does is Camco has like this heated hose where it basically has a heat tape that runs through the hose to keep it warm. The problem is, to be perfectly candid, Camco's products are crap, and I get tired of all of Camco stuff breaking, and so when I read the reviews and some people were like, it didn't work, or it worked and it didn't work, I'm like, the last thing I want to do is have a heated hose on the side and wake up in the morning and find out for some reason it didn't work, and then have
But you
a
don't wanna
completely frozen
rely
hose.
on things.
Exactly. So
So
it seemed like the better alternative to do is just go buy some heat tape and then run the heat tape down the hose, wrap it in the insulation, put some zip ties over it, and be done.
oh, Jason, what's a shot ski?
That's a big long ski with shots on it, and then you go like this. That's a shot ski, right?
Is it for real?
Largest
Okay.
shot ski in the world, yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's happening next week. Okay, so
All right, hold on, but wait, oops. But what were we talking about on the winterizing? Okay, so we put the hose. So we put the hose in the bathtub, and then in the morning we use our fresh water from the RV for breakfast, and then when the sun comes up, if I need to, I go out and I hook up the hose for the day, and then we learned that I won't disconnect the hose unless if it's under about 28 degrees ish. The hose was not freezing because the pipe was hot, and then I have a light on the utility bay. This is like,
okay, but do we seal the interior windows with plastic?
no.
No. But we did
Just
redo
silicone.
all of the silicone
We did redo the
seals.
seals. You'll see that video hopefully Wednesday.
You'll see Mark almost lose it. Doing all the seals, which was a pain in the rear end. So let's see.
Who needs running water?
Who needs running
Yeah,
water?
the shot ski. I think I was right on
Yes,
the shot ski. Don't you
yes.
remember Ted's party?
Ted's
Club Ted?
party, yes.
Okay.
Well, you know,
So-
I need the water.
All right, let's 1100. Sorry. All right, so that's about all we know about winter camping right now. I mean, we have more things to share, but I mean that's kind of the insider scoop of it. The rest of it's all just kind of like basic winter camping stuff for the video.
Right, but your biggest little hack there is to go directly into your electrical source outside to run those space heaters. That was pretty huge for us because we were literally limited.
Yeah.
But then we made sure that we didn't put them anywhere near the thermostat, our space heaters, so that the thermostat would actually turn on because that thermostat is what's warming all those tanks underneath.
Well, Dave asked what the temperature in the utility bay was, and that was in the 60s and 70s. And the reason is I put a 40-watt bulb in the utility bay. And we have some mixed feelings, including that little tip on the winter is coming video because, well,
It
like,
could go terribly wrong.
well, you know, someone could burn their rig down. But the way I did it is I used this little apparatus and a little metal, and I put a little eye hook on the top of the utility bay, and I hook it on there, and it's not touching anything, and I felt pretty good about it. So with the 40-watt bulb, and I think I'll actually increase it to 60-watt, it was nice and toasty in there, and it's how the connection came into the RV. It's how that stayed warm, because it was warm at the source, and it was warm at the utility, and I didn't have any issues with the hose. Oh, that's pretty big. When it was under 35 degrees and I didn't disconnect the hose, I let it drip, and then that way there was something moving through the hose the whole time.
Okay, but here's a tip because we did the bathroom, we did the kitchen drip, and Caleb was like, "That's annoying to listen to because he's over by the kitchen
yeah,
area."
that's a good one.
So then we did the bathroom, and if you don't do it enough, it doesn't come out the spigot; it goes backwards, and it literally went backwards and flooded our whole countertop, and went in between the crack and down below. It got everything all wet. So it was a little baby nightmare.
Now,
So you've got to make
David-
sure that it's really dripping.
David asked if we had any condensation. So we didn't because the space heaters run super, super dry. And I think we would have had condensation if we were using the furnace more because that's a little bit more wet.
But when I'm cooking, it does get a little.
Definitely condensation when he's cooking. So we bought a water dehumidifier, and we haven't really used that much, but it seemed to work. All right,
Yeah.
so let's do this. Before we go to the next topic,
How long will we be in Alaska?
I think we're going to be there. I think we're going to leave Phoenix on June 1, and I think it's going to take us a month to get to the Alaskan highway. And the reason that we've decided to go to Alaska in July, is because we heard that the road gets fixed because it unthaws in May, and they start marking all the roads, and they start fixing the roads. And we heard that the roads are infinitely better in July compared to May and June. So I think
And the mosquitoes.
yeah. So anyway, so we're going to be in Alaska July, August, and maybe even September. We don't really know.
We don't know.
Okay, so before we go to the next topic, how is the audio and the video and the lag? And I know there's a 10-second lag, so I'm going to wait 10 seconds.
We know that because of Dean. Thank you
Yes.
for your help earlier.
So, how's the audio, how's the lag, and how is the video? Let's just see real quick.
Wait. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. You know, I do dabble in that. You know, no need to brag.
All right.
Okay, so far so good.
So far so good. All
Okay,
right,
good.
cool. Good.
All right, so we.
Good on all three. All right,
Okay, good.
All right, so let's talk about the next topic. You want to talk about laundry, or you want to talk about where? Okay, what do we do when we are home?
What do we do when we're home?
You know, I can't believe we never adequately covered this.
I think though the best way to start with this is if we could do it over. What would we do?
Wait, hold on.
Oh.
Audio is clear, but the video is iffy. Yeah, it might be your connection. Let me know if you think this would be helpful. I was thinking about doing a video on how YouTube works and where all the settings are to actually make the most out of YouTube. We've learned a lot about YouTube, well, not only from doing YouTube, but also traveling and watching YouTube. There's a little gear in the lower right-hand corner, and if you go click that gear in the lower right-hand corner of your YouTube, and you click that, a bunch of things will come up. It'll say autoplay, annotation, speed, and quality. And you can adjust the quality to your current bandwidth. So right now I'm at 480, which is like barely acceptable high def, but if I have really fast internet, I'm going to watch in 1080 or the highest resolution.
So this looks limited to 720.
Because this is shooting at 720. The live stream only goes up to
If you
720. But if we're only interested in the content, we're not interested in the viewing experience.
Renee is saying yes, that would be great. Super interest.
Then we lower it down to like 140. It's terrible quality, but sometimes I just need to know, like, I just need to know the information. Like if we're somewhere and I want to know how to install something, I don't care about the video. I just want to hear it, and so I download it in 144.
Okay.
Okay, here.
So let's talk about houses.
Okay.
How many questions do you think we get in a week about our house and what people should do with their house?
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot. So if we could do it over, in my opinion, we would probably get something like a condo where we could rent it out and we could travel and then have a respite when we're home, because we come home to visit family. I don't know what your situation is and what your travel schedule is like, but for us, when we're home, we're here because we want to be with our family.
Believe me, you need your hot water, you need your beauty sleep, you need your YouTube at 4K. All right, people, let's be honest.
Okay.
So anyway.
Where are we now? Okay, let me answer. Let Julie and oh my gosh, I have to go up so far. Have some really good questions. So right now we're at my mom's house, and we're over here just to basically upload this video and have access to this fast Wi-Fi and have dinner. So we're at my mom's house right now. When we're in home, we stay in Ginger, and then someone else asked about what camera is this? So in case you guys came in late, the camera that you're looking at right now is the iPhone 10. The only reason it's in 420 is because YouTube has a restriction on live streaming at 720 on mobile. The camera that you're looking at right now is crazy 4K 60 frames per second. Like, it's essentially equivalent to like a $2,000 Panasonic camera. So that's this camera. But if it looks downgraded, it's only because of the streaming. Okay, back to just kind of covering
this is
these
good. You're
I'm
good.
getting lots of compliments. Thank you, guys.
All right,
Thank you.
no more
Remain
fishing.
humble.
No more
Remain
fishing.
humble.
Yes.
You're getting a little red in the ears and the cheeks.
I know,
Remain
I'm
humble.
blushing. Okay, I'm blushing.
Okay. So, where do you want to start with?
Oh, that's funny. Okay, where do I want to start?
Yeah.
About being at home? I think you said it. I think the hardest thing about being full-time, and maybe with a family, okay, I'm going to say the hardest thing about being full-time with a family is being in your hometown and not being in your home. Because that's where you're back, or that's when we're back with our friends, with certain expectations, with a certain rhythm in terms of how fast things move.
Well, especially during the holidays, it's like we landed and there was literally a party every single night.
Yeah.
And you don't have the same resources as far as like, okay, well, where are the kids going to be? What clothes are you going to wear? I don't just have like 14 different kinds of shoes under my bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a little bit difficult, and
So-
that's where a little bit of stresses come in. So I think what we've decided, we stay at Carefree Cave Creek Regional RV Park, and it's a really nice RV park. It's $30 a night. It has water and electric and really good facilities, and it's up in Carefree, not too far from like where we would normally be, living when we're home.
Yeah.
So it works out pretty good, but it would be nice if we had a place just to regroup in between trips. So our plan for early 2019 is to get like some sort of vacation rental property that we can park the rig at, park the other car at, have some storage, be home for the holidays between like November and New Year's, and then rent that place out when we're not home so that it pays for itself.
Well, and our daughter's going to college, and so it'd be great to have like a meeting ground where we can hang out, because I'm quite sure once she goes away to school, she's not going to be like itching to get right back in the rig. So it's a different experience for her.
All right, I want to let you answer that one question.
What is it? What is it?
Okay.
And then no more questions, Dave.
No more,
All right,
no
to
more
Kayla.
questions.
Oh, by the way, Dave said the kids should do a Q&A. Totally agree, Dave. Wow.
All
Fire.
right, no more Valley Girl.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
So I take a shower, I brush up my hair, but you need your beauty sleep, 8 hours at least.
Yes.
And then you brush it up and just use some hairspray. Just a nice, solid line, my dude. Fire.
Solid, as in a lot.
Mike asks if we ever have camped next to brutal, loud, obnoxious neighbors. That's us.
That
Mike,
is
that's us.
Everyone, yeah.
Yeah, there's like that's what I said in the NASCAR video that we'd just be pulling down that KYD flag. Yeah, sometimes that's us. I don't think there's very many families of 5 that are full time, and particularly at Carefree, we've got
Oh my
Tori,
gosh, it's so quiet and peaceful.
It's
You
so
go
quiet
outside
at
by the
Carefree.
fire,
and then there's us.
and all you can hear are just
Isn't
like
it just a
the
lovely
little-
day by the fire, Trish? You shut up! No, you shut up!
No, we
That
don't say
is
shut
not-
up.
No, we don't say that. Just, and you know, just a joke.
as a joke. Yeah.
Just a joke.
Okay.
All
okay.
right. All right. So what were we saying about the houses? So that's what our plan. Our plan is to buy a vacation rental, and then use that for regrouping. But then make sure that we're buying that property strictly as an investment, something that we know would rent for a majority of the year, so that it doesn't actually become like a burden. That it actually becomes.
We
an
don't want
asset.
we don't want anything to be limiting how we're traveling.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, that's just it. We don't want to like start getting back into real estate and then having that be a factor in terms of us being able to continue to travel. Okay, all right.
Tori just called.
Now,
Caleb's taking the call.
I believe it was a patron that asked. Wait, who was it? 3 acre. Like they have acreage, and they're thinking about what are they doing for the house. Yeah, it was definitely a patron. What are you guys doing for the house? Because we have acreage. It was Kelly, and she asked about the home.
Oh yeah,
so,
should
yeah,
we
and
parcel it?
yeah, and so one of our plans is to buy a land, and then just put water and electric on it, so that way basically we could like have a place to do hookups. And so we got this idea from Bob
Have
and
our
Shirley.
own landing space.
Yeah, Bob and Shirley have this acre lot up in Washington. They basically made it. They got it set up with their fifth wheel. So they have water and electric. They built a big old pole barn. And then they built an apartment inside the pole barn, and then they rent that out, and then they ended up building a modular unit on it. And we were looking at this whole deal, and we're like, that is the coolest long-term
We pulled
plan.
up. We were like, "This is the coolest thing ever."
It was crazy. There were like 5 RVs there, and there was their barn, and everyone had electric, and it was super cool. So we like that definitely planted a seed that we were like, that would be slick. So we're kind of thinking about doing something like that.
Okay, so
Yes, and Lisa, you're exactly right, which is why we're looking to like Flagstaff and Prescott and like areas outside of urban cities that basically don't have HOAs. So, all right.
Okay, well let's move. Hold on just a second, kiddo. Let's move on to like laundry and clothes
All right.
and things like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the
Is this where I tell them how much laundry I do and
yes,
how
question
good
for
I am
Trish.
at folding?
Is there ever any time when Mama's Nestor's house at home is it hard to let go? Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Not the first year, because we were so busy traveling.
Yeah, right.
And so, Chelsea, where it becomes an issue is during the holidays when you're in your hometown and you're not in your home.
And you go back, well, for me, I go back and I visit all my friends and all the trees are up. Whatever holidays that you guys are experiencing over the holiday season.
Sherry says she
What?
wants to see Mom. That's funny. Hey, Aunt Sherry. Yeah,
So anyway,
well,
so-
even for me too. I mean, like we get invited when you're home during the holidays. You get invited to parties. The problem is the attire that you bring to go RVing is not the attire that you have for these parties. And so what ends up happening is over time you just start like losing track of dress shoes and dress socks and whatnot. And then you get invited to a party and it's like it becomes kind of a problem.
Yeah. But you know what? every lifestyle, every life journey is going to have bumps in the road. Everything is going to be challenging. Yes, do I like to make something beautiful, change it up for different seasons? Yes, that was wonderful in my house. But we get to see things that we would have never gotten to see before. So we have to keep it in perspective. And we haven't had, I mean, it's not overwhelming. So anyway, let's see. What's
Okay, laundry.
next?
You want to talk about laundry?
Yeah.
Or do you want to answer some questions before we go into laundry?
Yeah.
Why don't we do that? This is like we're creating a format for these live streams. So why don't we do 3 topics, and then in between topic changes, we do
Well, you better do
open
the
questions.
in-betweens because they're going fast. Can't remember KYD and I remember asked camping on Facebook, but I quit Facebook. Okay.
Thank
My-
you. Oh, yes, I.
Fell in love only in fifth wheels. Wait, what's only in fifth wheels? A bedroom area.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's nice
For
to
us,
have your own
we
room.
make a joke that we can close our room with our foot. That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
optimal.
Yeah, no, it's
We
not.
like joke
I'd like
around,
to
we're
be able
like,
to. I like to be able to walk around
Slide
the
it
bed.
closed. So anyway, yes, walking
Oh,
around
Mark,
the bed.
will
would
you be
great.
doing how you edit video? Yes, David, because as I mentioned in the last KYD Insider update, we're launching the YouTube course. That's what I'll be doing right after this, getting back to that now that this weekend's video is out.
Yes.
And that goes through literally everything,
Every
start
step.
to finish, every single step.
You did not leave one tidbit out.
No, it's not really how to. It's not really a how to edit. It's really how to optimize and build a channel.
Mm-hmm.
But there is an editing section and how to edit like a pro. Not that I am, but there's a few little things I learned, and then I've teamed up with some other people that are far better to provide content on editing and that kind
Oh,
of
wait,
stuff.
scroll down.
Okay,
and
laundry
show me.
basket,
I think.
combo. Oh.
Grand Design definitely has
Combo
a.
washer and dryer. Don't even. I'm drooling.
But you know what though? Here's the deal.
They
With
have
5,
one.
Yes,
well,
Mark.
sure. If you're a couple, it's awesome, and I'm sure it'd be
Yes.
fine. With 5 people, I mean, that's all we would be doing. So when
I'm
Trish,
sorry, but the Westbys had that when we were out on the boat, and she was like, "Yeah, I just did the laundry. You just do the laundry, just like when you're at home." See, because
all right.
Mark doesn't realize.
We have like 20
But back at
loads.
home, you just do a load of laundry. That's part of your routine every day. So that's what you would do in the rig. You just do a load
All
of
right. Well,
laundry.
then I guess this is the segue into the laundry conversation. So how do we do our laundry now, Trisha?
Wait, can I
Instead-
say something about
Yes.
what happens? If you've seen that movie where the dad tries to be a cool dad and he makes the whole thing, his whole house snowing, and he fills up the bathtub, the bath shower tub with water and all the penguins are in it, that's like that, but
All
with
the
laundry.
penguins were in it.
Like, that's actually what we do. We close our shower and put laundry all in it. And then, like,
Yes.
Mom has, like, 20 loads just, like, stacked right there.
Anthony asked how Caleb's YouTube channel is going, and I think some of you know that Caleb had a channel, and then in Tahoe we had a slide leak, and the water came down on his laptop. And if we were editing this right now, I would bring in violins right now, and the water destroyed his MacBook.
Yes. So we're
So,
working on getting him a new one. and he
Tomorrow,
has-
because he basically pooled all of his Christmas money, tomorrow he has a Canon M100, a mirrorless Canon M100 arriving.
Yes.
He's pretty excited about it. I'm going to
Uh-huh.
continue to speak on
And
your
if you
behalf.
don't know,
Hold
it's
on.
at Classic Caleb on YouTube.
Yeah, so if you search ClassicCaleb.com or Classic Caleb on YouTube, his channel will come up. But anyway, so the Canon comes tomorrow, and then he can start collecting footage, and then we just need to figure out how to get his computer replaced so he can start editing.
Yes.
So, all right.
So anyway, so he's gonna be back at it because.
But he
he's
handled
very
it really
talented.
well. Like
did.
he handled it really well. Like literally within 15 minutes of like draining the water out the USB ports, he had his composure back.
Yeah, and he was coming up with a game plan. So
Yeah, Rena follows Classic Caleb. So
Yes,
All right.
okay.
So laundry. So what do we do now, Trish?
right now, okay, one of the questions on Facebook was, will these laundry facilities make my clothes dingy?
Yes.
I haven't found that, but we've been staying at some nicer places. I have found some laundry places that are just nasty, and I just turn around and walk away. I mean,
Yeah.
really, just like, okay, we're not going to do this today.
Yep.
So anyway, so there's that. One of the things that I really like because you're in a smaller space, they have, whoops.
Gosh. Live
Water
video.
explosion.
Darn it, live video.
Water explosion. Okay, so one of the things that they've come out with, I think it's recently, maybe it's been out for years, are these like laundry enhancers, and they make your blankets smell really good. And it kind of makes the space smell really good. So that's one thing that I've been using. And then, it's pretty darn cool to be able to walk into a laundromat and take up like 6 to 8 washing machines and get all your laundry done in under 2 hours.
You're saying the video quality is getting pretty poor.
Okay.
Why don't
well,
we kick?
let's
Why
start
don't we
closing in.
kick Carson off the internet?
Okay,
Oh,
well, it's 7 o'clock.
Oh, I'm
Can I
using-
say something for all the RVers out there?
Yeah, what?
They are now starting to make laundry baskets that are like this tall, and it's like a hamper, and it washes all
Go
the
kick
clothes.
Carson off on the internet so we can soak up
Okay,
Indy and
but we
his
need
family.
to close up because it is 7 o'clock. So the other thing that is helpful if you are doing laundry for more than 2 people, we have separate little bags. So as the laundry's coming out, we fold it up and we put it in those bags so we can say, Tori, here's yours, Carson, here's yours, Caleb, here's yours, and they can put their stuff away. So anyway. Laundry rooms
we
in Colorado are
tend
nice.
we
Yeah.
tend to go for laundry RV parks that have good laundry facilities when we need to get a lot of laundry done because it does make things a little bit easier.
Spirit animal, I love it. 8 loads of laundry.
Have we thought about getting a portable washing machine? We have not.
No, we don't have room.
There's
We don't
no
have
room, and plus there's just too many loads. Like,
well, I think so people understand portable laundry. Someone reached out to us that had a little portable laundry where you do it in the bathtub and you like push it down and it washes it. And we said thank you, but no thank you, because we want to make sure if we present something we're really genuine about it. And I don't think I would really use that in the long term, maybe for delicate items.
Yeah.
And then I'd have to store something that's like this big. That's like half the size of our shower.
Yeah.
Seriously. So anyway, okay. So what else do we want to say?
why is that video getting so sketchy?
Oh, one thing I did want to say though about public laundromats is that if you do have like eczema or things that like skin allergies
take
to
them off the
high
road.
perfumed laundry, I mean, obviously if you've lived with something like a skin allergy, you already know how to make parameters around that. But I don't know if I would like run a load through first or something like that. I'd just be thinking about that because there is a residue, I would think. So anyway, I just wrote that down.
I guess we're getting pretty busy. We're getting pretty blurry, but at least the audio is good.
Okay.
How does Mark get his big hands if you need the storage space? Your kids have eczema. Yeah, I kind of get that. I get that too when I wear gloves and even my watch.
So anyway, okay, we're gonna say goodbye because it is pixelated, and I think we did cover the 3 things that we wanted to cover tonight. But in the future, let's do this again. Cover 3 things. Let everybody know what it is we're gonna talk about, and then we absolutely love your questions and chatting with you.
It's
like
so much
this.
fun. It's so much
It's
fun.
so
And the
cool.
other thing is, I think what we need to do, our Verizon plan renews on the 13th of every month, and so maybe what we need to do is do these live streams right after the plan renews. So we'll have 4G on the Verizon because now we can do live streams from the phone.
Yeah.
So I just want to say something.
This is a farewell.
If you do think the kids should do a live stream, just say yes. Just say yes in the comments below. All right? Because I'd love to be the spotlight for a little. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna.
And
At least you're self-aware.
and farewell, my well, I did that to my computer. I need new material.
Yes.
But
Yes.
yeah, leave my material in the comment, please. And
Okay,
yes,
say goodbye.
Goodbye, all. I love you. Here, wait. I should do like a little like escalator thing, like you know.
No escalators.
Yeah,
no
that's not
escalator.
gonna work.
All right.
All right.
Thanks
Well,
so
just
much
talk to
for
the camera now.
joining us,
So yeah,
and,
thanks so much. This is so much fun. This is going to be a really fun, cool year, and we're really excited to be providing content about like how to content, not just how to create your channel, but how to create location independent income, how to like do a lot of different things. So that's going to be the focus of 2018. Not to mention
stay
Alaska.
connected with us so that we know what's important to you.
Yeah.
So that we address those things because the journey is our life, but it's really only amplified when we get to hear what you want and how we can share what we're learning in regards to what's interesting to you. So
it's really fun to be providing content that has a big reach to impact so many people, where we're meeting people in RV parks and they're saying what they're doing because of the channel, and then that goes right back to you because you're making it possible for this to happen. So I think we both feel like we're in this together. So continue to share, continue to ask questions, and continue to be active and participate because that's the only reason why we're doing this.
that's the coolest part.
And this is just
We have real issues with
one
participation.
one last thing. Okay,
Okay, come on. No, look, people can't see anymore. See that? So we have to say goodbye.
Even you remember you said that on the 6 months trip we probably wouldn't be doing this full time
Yes.
to test it
Yes.
if it wasn't for the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
remember
it's
that.
true.
Yeah.
It's true.
So it's like a 50-50 share, guys. All right, we're even here. This is
All right.
this is
All
all
right.
good.
Have a
Good
great
in the
night.
trailer.
All right.
Thanks
See you later.
so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Now what do I do?
It's a lot.
Do you end?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, you have to put